All right, so it's a nice warm day, but we're going to be mostly working in the trees. One of the things I want to try and tackle today is the driveway. So driveway's got a lot of grass, but it's mostly just dirt, as you can see, and there's a lot of rock and stuff underneath all this. We just got to dig it back up, get it back on top, and then when we pack it all back down, it'll be a good drive again. So we're going to get the tractor with the box blade out and see if we can get this road looking a whole lot better. All right, stick with us. Here we go. Welcome to Splitwood. Okay, so this is now 3 times that I've run over each section, so kind of like 4 spots. I ran with the tines all the way down, or the Starfires or the Rippers, whatever you want to call them. I ran them all the way down, so pretty aggressive. The very first pass, it barely does anything. You hardly notice it, but now as you look at it, you can see it's really torn up. You can see a couple spots here where they don't get, even though you try to kind of make sure they're not in the exact same spot each time, but that's okay. What it's done is it has loosened the ground. It's broke up and uprooted a lot of this grass. And now what we're going to do is set the box blade to be with the tines up. We're going to tilt the box blade so it's a little bit more aggressive, so that when we're dragging it, it bites a little bit harder, and then we'll go back and forth both directions, and that should start to really smooth this out and make this driveway look good. Let's go. So now what we're going to do is tip the box the other way so that we can be a little bit aggressive with just the blade, less of the tines, still grab a lot of material. And we're going to run up and down the driveway several times, back and forth. This should probably take about 60 minutes or so. And we should see a much better we should see a much better driveway at that point, right? It's already starting to look very, very good. It hit you.
Let's get knocked to you.
Michael, look out. Look out. Look out, Mike. Look out, Mama. Look out, Mike. That hurt your phone? There you go. Okay, I wanted to come down here into the shade because it's hot out in the sun right now. But hopefully you can see the difference in the drive now, right? And let's see if I can show you. As we get towards the sun, you can start to see it is flattened out. Over here on this side, there used to be, a pretty big spot where it would catch a lot of water. Well, that's all filled in now. So hopefully the next time we get rain, we won't have a giant puddle right there. So that'll be great. Let's continue walking on back here. We'll come around this corner. So you can see now it's really starting to look good. Not only have we cleared going up, right? So now we're clear about, about 12 to 15 feet. And we're at least 15 feet wide here on the driveway. We could probably pass two cars really closely, but two cars to go, right by each other. So that's really nice. It's nice and smooth now as far as it's not all bumpy like this, right? Spots where we're catching water. It's all smoothed out. Now, it's not joyous to walk on. These are really, good sized rocks that are laid down on here as this drive. It would be nice to probably get some smaller rock and have maybe about 3 tons, about 3 loads. So 15 tons. To be spread out all the way through. That'd probably take care of it. Maybe a little bit something smaller. That way it's easier to walk on. But otherwise, man, look at that. What progress. Nice driveway again. Nice and wide. I don't know if you guys can all remember, but when I used to come through here and I would load up scrap on, like my first video, it was barely wide enough to drive the truck through. And branches were hanging over out into the truck. They were running down the sides of the truck. Not really a big deal. I don't really care about that sort of thing. More honor pinstriping that you actually been off-road, right? Anyway, but that was the case, is that when I would come down through here, there was barely any space for me to turn the trailer around when it was attached to the truck. But now I have lots of spots where I can do that, especially all the way down at the power lines where the clearing is. So that's all taken care of. We got a nice wide driveway with all the branches limbed up. I still have a little bit more of branches and things that are overhanging on the drive to clear up, but I'm almost done with it. I have maybe about 50 feet left. So I think if I get the whole family out here again, we could probably knock it out in a hurry. And in all honesty, man, Mrs. Splitwood, holy geez, she will work us like like crazy. No brakes, man. I mean, we hauled off stuff with the truck, and when I turned around and look, here she comes with a handful of it, carrying it along. That girl can work, let me tell you what. So she puts me to shame. I think she gets some of that from her daddy. Well, anyway, hey, listen, if you've made it this far in the video, we sure do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Remember to pound that thumbs up. Give us a like, all right? If you haven't subscribed, please do that. And tell a friend. Tell lots of friends. Share us everywhere you can think of. We sure would appreciate it. We're trying to grow a little bit. and hopefully do some great things, inspire some people to get out and do some of this stuff. I mean, we're kind of weekend warriors out here on our property. We do everything on the weekend, so I hope maybe that inspires other people that you can get a lot done just on weekends. God bless y'all. See you next time on Split Wood.